Curry is an excellent free throw shooter. We'll see if they can do that without fouling him.
Thank you, Doris. Leonard with no one around. Drops. It comes off an assist from Parker. Leonard's got 5 now.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
The Warriors have gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. Curry against Parker. They double team Curry. San Antonio with the ball. San Antonio with the ball. Parker outside. Fires from the wing. Leonard, no luck.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
And Curry, here we go. They double team Curry. Now the pass to Bogut. Thompson dishes to Bogut. And the wide open shot from Green. And he's good on the 3-ball.
Hey,
Green's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. On defense, Golden State. For so long, there has been this mindset that Golden State wins through offense. But their defense, you know, Jay, you're talking about this, is where the true strength of this team lies.
I think that's what's really allowed them to separate when you look at the rest of the league. I mean, they led the league in opponents' field goal percentage last season. And some nights, the shots weren't falling, but the defense always showed up.
To the paint. Green, no luck. Warriors leading by 4. Guys, we've seen some excellent offensive output.
they've had it going on big time.
Yeah, great momentum for them offensively.
He dishes it to Duncan. To the middle, Aldridge. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And you know, with the Warriors, it goes beyond the stats. High character guys, tremendous culture. They had a lot of guys that could guard multiple positions and defend them well. That was a big reason they became champs.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. David West, he's checked in for Duncan. Martin comes in for Daniel Green. Mills in for Parker. Different look. Iguodala comes in for Barnes. Leandro Barbosa, he's checked in for Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry.
And you just look at this Warriors roster, and there are a ton of defensive playmakers. That ability to switch everything and be fine is what made them so tough on the defensive side of the ball.
Here is Livingston, covered by Mills. Here is Livingston. Steps back and shoots. That is good.
How about that move? Is this guy special or what? Just love watching him operate inside.
Mills passes to Aldridge. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. The drive by Green. It's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Golden State will retain possession. And the Spurs with some changes. As Diaz checked in for Aldridge. And it's Kyle Anderson in for Leonard. Golden State also making some changes. Azili's checked in for Green. Rush comes in for Leandro Barbosa. And Ian Clark subbed in for Sean Livingston.
They've worked hard and created great chances for themselves in this opening quarter.
And if they match that effort at the defensive end, watch out.
Anderson picks it to West. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss. And for Festus Ezeli, came in as an extremely raw prospect a couple years back. Late first-round draft pick. His minutes were down, actually, last season, but his production was decidedly up.
Yeah, he went from 44 to 55% on field goals, from 53 to 63% on free throws. A testament to how much effort he's putting into developing that shooting stroke.
It's Rush outside. Another 3 for Golden State.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
Greg, that's 3 in a row from out there now, so they've got to do a better job contesting.
Now here's Anderson. Out of bounds. Golden State takes possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Manu Ginobili's checked in for Kevin Martin. Warriors leading by 13. 30 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Lets it fly. Again, Golden State.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to summon up a little more sense of urgency.
Yeah, they've got to do a little more to disrupt their offensive rhythm, too.
Now, here's Mills. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Will it go? Ginobili can't hit.
And the rebounding has been key to their success here tonight.
It has been a lopsided battle on the boards, no doubt.
And an overpowering first quarter effort. Already a double-digit advantage. Warriors lead by 15. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And Tim Duncan closing out what's been a remarkable career, a Hall of Fame career. We heard from teammate Manu Ginobili about what Tim's...
He really transformed the franchise.
Well, as Manu saying, Duncan, no doubt the long-term face of the Spurs franchise and arguably their best player ever, which brings up the conversation, Greg, of where he stands all-time league-wide.
Well, he's right there. And listen, let's give him a little more credit, Manu. He's got 5 rings now. You know, having won that championship 2 seasons ago. But look, Kobe's in that category with 5 rings and an MVP as well. So he's an all-time great. I don't know how you rank him, but when you have a conversation about the best ever, Tim Duncan will be in.
Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second. And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Warriors.
Well, I'll tell you what, they must have had a good shoot-around because they've been fantastic from long range so far, fellas.
And also, how about the fact defensively they're getting that backboard and getting out in transition, especially in this first half.
So on the floor for Golden State to begin the second with Iguodala. Then there's Ian Clark, and it's Barnes hit the 3-set. And that's going to back San Antonio will retain possession.
All right, go.
It's not really a surprise at this point, but the Spurs were in the playoffs last year. 18th consecutive appearance.
Yeah, and they weren't in that usual top 3 spot, though. Although, had they won the last game, instead of being the 6th, they would have been the 2nd.
Right.
Didn't have that home court advantage, and as they went up against the Clippers, it really cost them in that 7th game.
5 on the clock. Aldridge. Good.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
This one for 3, and another 3 for Golden State.
They are wreaking havoc on them with the 3-point shot here.
The defense has no answer right now. Even when they've gotten a hand up, it has not seemed to matter.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Let's spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
They ended up losing in Game 7 in Staples with some questionable timekeeping, but that's not why they lost.
And that Spurs series sure didn't feel like a first-round matchup. I mean, you could have easily have seen either team playing for the title, regardless of who won the series. Both teams acknowledge that it felt like a conference finals matchup.
Thompson, he's checked in for Leandro Barbosa. The Spurs shooting only 21% from the field so far. And the call will be against Sean Livingston. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Martin. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. The 11-footer. And Aldridge gets it again. The assist by Parker. And that's now 6 points for LaMarcus Aldridge. Here is Livingston, covered by Parker. Wasted no time on that one.
And I like the job they've done with working the basketball. They've been moving and getting quality shots.
And, Greg, their field goal percentage reflects that. I mean, they've been the much better team shooting the ball. And you know me, shooting percentage, always a function of shot selection.
From deep, Green, another 3 for Golden State.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And, Greg, it's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. they've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
When you think about Sean Livingston, you think about the career that might have been an absolute rising star after being taken Clark fourth back in the 2004 draft.
Kevin, he was averaging over 5 assists a game as a teenager, and his shot was improving every year. Then the devastating knee injury. Just great to see him back playing basketball.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
And getting back to Livingston, he's had comeback after comeback. I mean, each time he'd start to flash those unbelievable movement skills, he'd get injured again. It's a shame because he was on the path to becoming one of the game's great young point guard. And chalk up a few more points for him there. This has been a one-sided game in just about every area.
Absolutely. I echo that sentiment. Their offense, their defense, I mean, it's all been terrific. They've got a bunch of good looks and have been absolutely lethal from behind the three-point line.
Yeah, defensively, you have got to close out and contest. Even if it opens up some driving lanes, you can't give up those looks that often.
And here we go. Thompson heading to the hoop. And another three for Golden State.
Wow, just look at that lead. Both ends, they have been the team in control.
Yeah, and they put the fans simply on mute. They've not had anything to cheer about, and they've been silent. And for Livingston, last season with the Warriors was a dream. He got to back up Steph, so he got to play against second stringers, and we got to see flashes of his dominant traits again. What a happy ending for him.
It's stolen by Curry. Got a piece of it. Now here's the fast break. Parker leading the way. It's blocked and going out of bounds. Last touch by Barnes. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. West is checked in for Aldridge. Diaw comes in for Daniel Green. Manu Ginobili's checked in for Kevin Martin. And it's Mills in for Tony Parker. Different look here for the Warriors. Spates checked in for Bogut. Iguodala comes in for Draymond Green. Landon Rush checked in for Barnes. And Ian Clark subbed in for Curry.
The D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been of the three-point variety.
And you need the defense to stop the bleeding.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today. There's a glaring discrepancy between these teams in that area of the game.
And it's been the difference. That's what's enabled them to build such a big lead, no doubt about it.
What a year for the Warriors. Clark won their division for the first time in 39 years, ran away with the very tough Western Conference.
And there were a number of surprises last season, Kevin, but the Warriors were at the top of the list. I mean, I don't think anybody, including you and I, pegged them to be as good as they were.
Especially the way they're the corner. Offensive rebound. Here's Diaw. Misses and the dry spell continues.
Really tough for this group right now, trying anything to stop the run.
And no matter what they've tried, it hasn't worked. I think they've just got to slow it down, idle it back, and get back to the basics.
Picked by West. Pass to Ginobili. Takes a three. Can't get it to go. So Golden State will take it the other way. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Spates with it. Leonard picks him up. No luck.
And just because you can make it from outside doesn't mean you need to live there.
Not that far out anyway, Greg. I mean, he can work for a better shot than that.
Ginobili against Iguodala. And Ginobili with the three. Ginobili's got his first 3 points of the game. Iguodala outside. And he hits the buzzer beater.
What a humongous shot to cap their run going into the break. They finished off that half on a roll.
And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Warriors ahead, running away with it. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
All right, Kevin, here with Tony Parker. And Tony, you guys have struggled offensively so far in this game. Why do you think it's been so tough to get into a groove here?
I don't know. We got a hard time to make a basket. Playing a very good team. They play with a lot of energy. So hopefully in the second half we can shoot a little bit better.
Tony, thank you. Kevin, nothing like seeing 2 Titans get after it.
Thank you, Doris, and we'll be right back after halftime for the start of quarter number 3.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Ernie Johnson. So it's Golden State who's out on top at the half. They are completely in control of the game, leading by a massive amount. And let's go to Kenny. What'd you think of their first half?
Well, shooters were popping open right and left. Exceptional ball movement. Guys racing off screens, spotting up, knocking down shots. That's the way you play basketball unselfishly, and it was superb, and they exploited all the weaknesses of the defense.
Shaq, let's get your thoughts on San Antonio.
Well, there are a few areas they need to improve on, but perimeter defense is priority numero uno. They got to be quicker to close out on the three-point shooters, and you got to prevent the open looks.
And that's going to do it for now as the second half is almost ready to get started. Back to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K Sports crew. We're going to sit right here and wait for the end of the game and talk at you again.
And now, your Spurs. Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game.
How about Steph Curry in this one? He has 9 points, and all the steals he's collected only add to his impressive stat line.
Whether he's picking someone's pocket or picking off a pass, he has been a disruptive force out on the floor.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time.
Look at the turnover situation, guys, and it's not been that bad, just a handful, and when you take care of the ball like that, that can help you build a lead.
And the wide open shot from Green. No good on the quick three. The Warriors shooting the lights out in this one, 77%.
And guys, nice to see Bogut out there given all the injuries that he's had to overcome in his career. Just glad to see him at full strength.
The always reliable Parker and Green in the backcourt. Kawhi Leonard is out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Duncan in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's who Greg Popovich starts the second half with. Parker dishes to Aldridge. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. You know, Bogut, as I recall, Clark was so distraught by those injuries that at one point he thought he might retire.
Yeah, he gave some serious thought to packing it in after the 2013 season, Kevin. Luckily for his team, though, he worked through it and is as strong as ever at the defensive end.
Barnes passes to Bogut. Curry outside. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Curry's got 12.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And, guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into it. You got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
And a minute played as the second half gets going. Duncan left side. Inside. Here's Leonard, and it's sent back by Bogut. And here is Curry. He's got 12. But they get it back. Green with the rebound. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. The dish to Leonard. Parker outside. Duncan right side. 5 on the clock. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
Offensively, the struggles continue. 0 for 5 to start the half.
Last season, Clark, the Spurs kept on winning as usual. They passed the Lakers, in fact, the best winning percentage all time for a franchise.
Well, some of that has to do with the struggles the Lakers had last season, but more of it is credit to the Spurs. Consistency and high-quality play has been who they are and have been for 2 decades.
Anderson, he's checked in for San Antonio. Then for the Warriors, Festus Ezeli comes in for Andrew Bogut. And it's Livingston in for Thompson. And the rejection by Ezeli. Parker's shot is off.
The mechanics totally out of whack right now. He's lost his feel for the shot.
Yeah, he really has. I mean, just totally out of sync. I mean, you can just see it in the numbers. Nothing going down for him right now.
And with the Spurs and their winning percentage, it's right above 60. Not bad for a team that joined the NBA back in 1977.
He feeds it to Aldridge. And the rejection by Ezeli.
Oh, my goodness. That's like temporary insanity right there.
Do you think he realizes we've actually got a game, a serious game taking place here? I have my doubts, partner.
It's Parker with the drive. That one's off. Still out of sync.
A lot of the Spurs' success, guys, with their winning percentage has come since the 90s. The way they are put together, who knows how high they can push that franchise winning percentage. It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it.
So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. David West, he's checked in for Duncan. Diaw comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. Martin's checked in for Daniel Green. And it's Mills in for Parker. And then for Golden State, Spates checked in for Green. Iguodala comes in for Barnes. And it's Barbosa in for Curry. Here's Iguodala, and the Warriors tack on 2 more. Now Mills. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Tries it from 9. And it's sent back by Spates. And that'll be San Antonio as it goes out of bounds. Spurs retain possession. Manu Ginobili, he's checked in for the Spurs. And the Warriors also making a change. Rush is checked in. Shot clock at 6. Mills can't hit.
And Maurice Spates last season with the best year of his career. I mean, he shot the cover off the ball and did a nice job on the boards as well.
Barbosa gets the bucket.
All right, let's go.
And the Spurs with possession here. They're scoreless since the first half. To the inside. Ginobili. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
And, you know, guys, Manu Ginobili's relationship with Greg Popovich has been really interesting over the years. In the beginning, Pop obviously had a rigid system. Ginobili played with a lot more freestyle and freewheeling nature. The two clashed heavily early on, as one might expect.
And the Warriors making a change here. Clark's checked in. Getting back to Ginobili and Popovich, everyone thought Popovich would break Ginobili of his reckless ways, but in fact, you know this, it was the opposite here.
You know, Pop recognized he had something special in Ginobili, and it ended up changing his own philosophy, I mean, which I think speaks to the greatness of Greg Popovich. I mean, he was quoted as saying, you know, he does things, Ginobili, that win games. It taught me to watch a little bit more and not be so micromanagement-like, and not sure Pop's ever said that about anybody else.
59 seconds left in the third. From deep, Iguodala. And another three for Golden State.
His shooting has been outstanding here. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
And Mills kicks it to West. The shot will not go. And Golden State will come the other way. From deep three-point range, Barbosa's shot is off. Ginobili dishes to Diaw. Rush grabs the miss. Warriors have gone 8 of 12 from the field since the beginning of the third. Fires the three. Good. Rush has got 6 here in this quarter.
Back-to-back threes for him. The defense is slacking off a little.
You've got to respect that three, or you'll give up points in a hurry.
To the left wing, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch, they say, by Martin.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
There's 14 seconds left in the third quarter. In the corner, Rush with it. Lets the three fly. He got it! That is one fantastic
thing. Just another day at the office.
That is what you call much in the clutch.
And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. And the Spurs with possession here. Setting the floor for the Warriors. Livingston is out there with Ian Clark. And it's Rush. Then there's Festus Ezeli. And it's Bogut in at the 4 spot. Here's Henderson. Missed it. Even after all those chances. And now running up the court. Rush pushing it all the way. Drills it from outside. Rush has got 12 points here in the second half.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Well, the defense just hasn't pressed up to deny any of those looks, guys. I mean, they're hanging back and getting picked apart.
Bogut the pass to Ezeli. Tries it from the top of the key. Whistle blows. That's going to be a travel.
It's really been a tale of 2 halves, hasn't it, guys? As far as taking care of the basketball, immaculate at halftime, but he's had too many miscues here in the second half.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Aldridge comes in for Kawhi Leonard. And it's Green in for Manu Ginobili. Now here's Green. He's covered closely. Miller outside. Aldridge sets up the pick now for Miller. They get it back. They kick it out to Green. They shoot again. And too long on the shot. The Warriors shooting has been wild. 76%. That's just unbelievable. Bogut with a clean look. Knocks down the 3-ball.
Man, they came out smoking here from beyond.
And Greg, as hot as they are from out there, absolutely no reason at all not to just keep letting them fly.
And the Warriors tack on 2 more. And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for the Warriors.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
And it's the Warriors' ball. They've got an 8-0 run, and it's good. Assisting on the play with Livingston. Livingston's got 3 assists tonight.
This looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
I don't know. There might be more defense in the warm-ups. Right now, these are just shooting game shots.
Golden State's gotten off to a great start from three-point range in the final quarter. They're a perfect 3 of 3. And it's sent back by Aldridge. Kicks to Azili. Second shot opportunity, and the Warriors needs 2 more.
Wow, risky shot there size-wise, but the incredible skill that he possesses allows that one to go.
Well, the quick high release negated any height disadvantage he had right there.
The wide open look here for Aldridge. Will not go. This is off the front iron. We're in the final quarter of play here. 3 minutes in. From deep. And Rush kicks to Bogut. The 3, 6 on the shot clock. That's good. Bogut's got 9 points now in the quarter.
One of the big stories is second chance points. They've just been terrific here in the second half in that area.
Here's Marjanovic to the paint. It's blocked. Here's Rush. And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court.
Yeah, they're starting to go in the wrong direction in terms of turnovers. It's slowly becoming a problem.
Boris Diaz checked in for San Antonio. Ginobili comes in for Kyle Anderson. Then for the Warriors, Spates checked in for Bogut. And it's Barbosa in for Sean Livingston. Miller kicks to Diaw. Pass to Ginobili. Back to Diaw. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. The Warriors have gone 6 of 8 from the field in the fourth so far. It's been a great start to this final quarter for them. Ginobili dishes to Miller.
2 minutes.
Here's Marjanovic. And Ginobili wide open. He shoots. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Barbosa with it. And there's the 8-second call as they can't get it across half-court in time.
I don't think they've been as focused on taking care of the ball here in the second half. First half, they were better in that regard, so I don't think coach is pleased with that aspect of the game right here.
San Antonio making a switch here. Leonard's checked in. Miller outside. And Ginobili now top of the key. Here's Marjanovic. It's stolen.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Warriors.
Mark, looking at both these teams, they're great rebounders, and on any given night, you might not know who would have the advantage on the boards.
Yeah, but they did a better job tonight. They made the most of the extra rebounds, too.
Clock at 2. Clark. Great touch on the 16-footer. 1:04 left in the fourth quarter. Now here's Miller. Hooks one up. He lays it in.
How about that cloth soft touch? I mean, just a gentle little teardrop, almost like a falling leaf. A leaf falling down slowly to the ground. Very sweet and colorful, too.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time. And so it's San Antonio with it. The feed to Ginobili. Miller outside. Here's Marjanovic. Dishes it to Ginobili. And it's a defensive 3-second violation.
One shot. One shot.
For a long time in San Antonio, it's been about the big three, and rightfully so with all their wins, and Kawhi Leonard seems to be their future.
And Kawhi and the big three recognize that and are trying to ease the transition period. And if you know the Spurs, they'll make a smooth transition, won't they, Kevin?
Absolutely. And Diaw kicks to Ginobili. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot two.
At the line for your Spurs, Manu Ginobili. At the line for two.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And that one misses. And he sinks the second. Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation. So it's the Spurs now. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. The rebound by Ezeli. And there's the 8-second call as they can't get it across half court in time. There's 14 seconds left in the game. Here's Marjanovic. And he slams it one-handed.
The one-hand slam is so sweet when it's his hand doing the slam.
Oh, yeah, he is so smooth, even on a power finish like that.
And really, that's what makes him unique, that combination of power and power.
7 seconds left in the game. Miller outside. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Yes, Kevin, thank you. I'm with Klay Thompson. As a unit, the team seemed to have a cohesive approach out there. How important was the lift you got from the bench?
We just do it as a team. You know, it's not an individual effort. We're a real deep team this year. We got a lot of guys who would start on some good teams, so we just did it collectively.
Thank you, Klay. We so appreciate it. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Doris, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan along with our entire 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you later.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Many thanks, Kevin. And now a chance to check out some of the tremendous play tonight from our Jordan player of the game. He put up a new season high tonight, and if he keeps shooting like he did tonight before the season's over, he might pop it. A big key to his team's victory here.
He came off the bench and torched him tonight. That's my torch sound, Ernie. I know it don't sound like a torch, but I know you feel the heat. I don't think the plan was for him to play as big as he did tonight. But once this kid hit the floor, it didn't take long for him to take over.
He was dead on from the field tonight, guys. I'd call his performance economical because there was no wasted opportunities. He took advantage of every good look he got. I mean, everything he put up was going in.
And that'll do it for tonight. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson. Have a good night, everybody.